Gamers! Hi. Hope you got your little comfy socks on, a little pouch of Capri Sun in one hand and a fruit roll up in the other, cause Avatar's back. If you're living in the US of A or pretending to be, it's on Netflix right now. You can go check it out. And clearly the fan base is still alive and kicking. I mean, it went to like #1 on Netflix in like, I don't know, 20 seconds. That's a made up number. But it got me thinking, if the show is still so popular after 15 years, then why hasn't Nickelodeon made a slapper-ass open-world RPG game based on the world of Avatar already? And I'm talking like a good-ass game, okay? Where I can bend stones and break your bones. I want to be able to bust some shins when I break my wins. To be fair though, they did make 3 Avatar games during the PS2 era, and I remember the Burning Earth game being fun, but like, that was 2007. I was 10 years old. My notion of fun was stupid simple. I still thought those sticky wall climbing guys were fun. Yeah, these things totally blow. There was also the Legend of Korra game that released in 2014, which, it's a game. But I'm talking about a real open-world Avatar RPG, not some half-baked linear beat-em-up game. So to the people working at Nickelodeon, I hope you're watching and taking some good notes. You don't know I exist. So let's get right into it and start with the world. Take a look here, take a gander at this here map I found by an extremely talented fan on Reddit. And as you can see, much like my future fan base, this map is huge and amazing. Who wouldn't want the freedom to explore all of this ass? There is a ton to see. From the various air temples and all their secret rooms up to the incredible Northern Water Tribe's City of Ice and back down to the volcanic island city of the Fire Nation, there is plenty of space and opportunity to tell stories within this world. Imagine getting to climb the highest point of Omashu just to slide down the delivery systems for fun. You could explore the expansive, shady streets of Ba Sing Se, flying over the rooftops of the metropolis to really appreciate the scale of the greatest city in the Earth Kingdom. It sounds amazing to get to freely travel around this map, finding little villages and settlements along the way, each with their own set of troubles to solve on your journey as the Avatar.
Are you the Avatar, child? My village desperately needs your help.
The world of Avatar and the people who live in it can be like apartments. Complex. Just like in the real world, not everyone in the world of Avatar is purely good or purely evil. Not everyone in the Fire Nation is bad, and not everyone in the Earth Kingdom is good either. Most people are somewhere in the gray. In the 50 Shades of Gray, if you get what I'm saying, huh?
This guy stinks!
A great example would be the episode where the Zhang and Ganjin tribes are both trying to cross the Great Divide. Both tribes are pretty trash, but they'll say anything to convince you that they're the innocent ones. It would be your job as the Avatar to figure out a way to make peace with these two people. Or if this is to be a true RPG game and you got yourself a rebel gamer tag like XX Savage Boy 19 Slayer XX, then you could have the choice to make it worse for the people that ask for your help.
I've had enough of your
cabbages. It would be awesome to get an Avatar game with deep story, not just in the main quests, but in the side quests too. The Witcher 3 is a perfect example of that, where the side quests have some meat to them. They got meat on their bones. There's been many times where I've started a side quest in that game only to have it lead me into this huge, interesting, and winding plot, and by the end I forgot it was a side quest at all. I'd love to get an Avatar game where each quest is thought out in a more meaningful way. Something that makes you feel like, as the Avatar, you made a difference in people's lives, whether for better or for worse. Something that seems so simple on the surface level, ends up taking you down this rabbit hole until you discover at the end that there was way more to the situation than you had thought. And the perfect example of a quest like this can be found in episode 7 of season 1. There's a spirit who comes to destroy the village every so often, and at first it seems like a straightforward problem. But the spirit isn't destroying the town just because it's evil. There's a reason for its destructive actions. In that situation, being the Avatar meant more than just saying, "Spirit bad, spirit destroying town, me Avatar kill spirit, restore balance to the world." Aang had to do some investigation and realized that the spirit wasn't evil at all. It was a forest spirit who was just angry that, well, the forest was burnt down. Sometimes in order to solve the problem, avoiding violence is the better solution. But on the topic of being the Avatar, if there was a game based on this world, Who would the story be about? I asked some of you guys over on Twitter and Instagram who you'd want to be as if there was a new Avatar game, just to see where everybody was at. Which, by the way, you should totally go follow me if you're not already over on Twitter and Instagram at smoothie_buns. It's a party. So after getting all your votes, I hired a crack team of experts to run the numbers, and I've gotta say, I knew Aang was gonna be a popular choice, but I was surprised to see just as many of you voting for a new or previous Avatar, and I think that's a great idea. Being able to play as a different Avatar could be super refreshing. It's not that I hate the two Avatars we've seen so far, but there are hundreds of other Avatar lifetimes before Aang and Korra, each with their own story, friends, and enemies. It could be awesome to get a peek at one of them. Maybe we get to play as the next Earth Kingdom Avatar that succeeds Korra, or maybe we can step into the life of Avatar Roku, Kyoshi, Yang-Chen, or even the first Avatar, Avatar Wan. These could all be fantastic candidates for a new game. If you voted for Aang, I have to mention, the YouTuber Elka Gaming has been working on a fan version of Avatar The Last Airbender in Dreams for a while now, and it looks beautiful. You should definitely check him out, he's super talented. I'll have a link to his channel in the description below. But let me flip the script on you guys for a second here. Being the Avatar is like the best thing ever. You get to master all 4 elements and bring peace to the land. You're basically God. And when you roll up into a town and you're starving, people just give you free food for being the Avatar. That's like the best thing ever. But what if instead the game changes your perspective and you just play as a regular bender living in the time between Roku and Aang? I mean, 100 years pass before Aang reemerges from the ice. A lot can happen in 100 years. It could be really interesting to get to play as a normal bender living out the early days of the 100-Year War, fighting back against the Fire Nation's invasion. Getting to customize your character's appearance and choosing their bending element would be sick. Plus it means you could replay the game 4 times, each time using a different element. I've also thought of a bad guy. And this is just a thought, but maybe one of the game's main antagonists could be the Dragon of the West himself, a young General Iroh. Before he became our sweet, wisdom-dropping, tea-loving uncle, Iroh was a fucking beast. In his younger days as the crown prince and heir to the throne, Iroh had a burning desire to become the Fire Lord for the power that came with it. He wasn't one of the greatest Fire Nation generals of his time for nothing, and this power-hungry Iroh could prove to be a great antagonist for a game set in a world without an Avatar. Maybe the end of the game can take place at the Siege of Ba Sing Se, the 600 days where Iroh set siege to the city. Your story could take you to the fight near the end of the siege, at the same moment where Iroh's son dies and completely crushes Iroh's will to fight. But that's just one scenario, that's my take on it. There's 100 years to explore here, and my name doesn't rhyme with Porge Jar Jar Barkin. I am no master story writer by any means, so I'd love to hear your thoughts and ideas in the comments below. So I guess the whole reason I made this video is because of my love and appreciation for the Avatar series. It's one I hold really close to my heart, and I know a lot of you out there love the series just as much as I do, if not more. Just the concept of being able to bend nature's elements at your will, it gets me all hot and bothered. I get excited. I mean, I can't be the only one who's tried firebending candles or buckets of water as a kid, thinking if I tried hard enough, I could control the elements too. If we can get an Avatar game at the level of quality of like a Breath of the Wild or a Witcher 3, my life would be complete. Now, I understand what I'm asking for requires a huge team of artists and a budget fatter than Snoop Dogg's last blunt, but if anyone's got the pockets for that, it's you, Nicholas Odeon. We're just waiting on you. But until then, a new official Avatar game will have to stay a dream.
Baby, you're my forever girl. Aang?
Hey guys, so thanks for watching. I'm sorry the video is late this time around. I try to release one every other week, but as you can see, my walls are painted in a beautiful pastel drywall color. Wow. Yeah, I'm in the middle of a move right now, so I got caught up a little bit. I'm back on track now. The next video is in the works, so stay tuned, subscribe, and hey, kiss your pet gerbil on the mouth for me. Not in a weird way though.